Um,
I'm almost gold. Like I'm playing gold
he's
nonstop.
playing
I'm
gold,
playing
so we'll
platinum.
call him a
It's
gold.
season
Absolutely.
lock, so we'll say
You
he's
know.
gold. Yeah.
So we have a
Yeah.
gold. We have a
And
gold. So
and
he's
I've
sharing his
also only
opinion.
played Zerg
And
for about
so
50
at the
games.
end of the day, there really shouldn't be any animosity or anything. We're just sharing our own opinions. Um, if you play the game a hell of a lot and you put your heart into it and you just like play it like it's your job, no matter what race you are, there's nothing stopping you from being the top. You know, there's the top of the ladder, the
Oh yeah,
top of the
definitely.
rank. You know, like, and so really, I think we need to just kind of
Each
like
race has their
like
playstyle.
keep our feet on the ground and just say like, we're sharing our own experiences and that's what makes it valuable. You know, is that we can share with each other and all that good stuff and that like, with all the fun balance talk, like let's not make it personal,
Yeah,
let's just
that's
have a
right.
good time with it.
That's right. You're right, Palo.
So at the end of the game, it's a game we're having for fun, and it's really fun to share the frustration, but it's also pretty fun to hear some frustration and all that good stuff. And
I think every
heck yeah.
player has frustration about one race.
Oh yeah.
And they
Oh
Oh
say
yeah.
yeah.
one
I'm sure
race
they have
is
Oh
better
multiple.
than
yeah.
the other,
Might
right?
be multiple.
Like I mean,
Like
it's
you say you hate
That's
Terran,
that's
right,
the
Colin?
game.
Colin
The
says
game
he
is
hates
game
Terran,
now.
right?
me. Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Colin says he hates Terran. He doesn't like Terran, right?
I hate
Right.
him.
Because he
Yeah.
doesn't play Terran much because he gets put up against a lot of Zerg and Protoss. So that's why.
I
And he
would say
probably doesn't have enough
I don't hate any
experience.
race really. I like all races until I play them on ladder and then I lose to them. That's when I hate them.
yeah. Then
Exactly. Yeah.
you
But
Exactly.
that's only
yeah.
temporarily. That's only
Yeah,
temporarily hate.
absolutely, and I think that definitely works with 90% of the players as well, right? Like, yeah, totally. That's part of the game, right? And it's awesome. It's fun. It's fun to have that influx of negativity, positivity the next game, and just like trying to make it all work towards your
Yeah.
favor
And,
somehow
and
as you're
it's all
clicking
about the
through.
meta game as well, though, right?
Yeah,
Because if
sometimes
you can
that
get
can
the
be
other
used for
player to
absolutely.
think you're doing something that you're actually not, that's metagame.
Well,
That's
that's
metagame,
fine. Yeah,
right?
that's definitely nice to see the fruits of that labor work out.
It just completely depends upon like how the race is used. Like
Yeah, exactly.
say ones are like there's different styles of play. If you play a turtle Protoss, like some people are say Protoss can't harass. That's complete bull.
No.
Protoss
So
can drop like no other. Like I mean, Mothership, okay, they can drop a few Marines, okay. I can drop and then warp in under that. Like that's a drop. I mean, once you have 8 gates, you drop somebody and then warp in 8 more zealots. That's a drop.
But
And I mean,
on that note, what we're seeing is just like gold, platinum, like just don't have a lot of times just don't have the multitasking to go ahead and manage all that, you know. But
yep.
when I do see like OGS Vines play, like I see him dropping like a boss with he had like double war prisms on each side of the map and doing his whole thing, and like it can be nasty. But sometimes
But
it's
you
just
have to be able to do
not
that
feasible.
and also you have to be able to do that and also keep up with your
I
economy.
think Die is getting owned right about now.
No, he's not allowed
Well,
to.
you got to remember Vapor Wolf is he's like masters. It's not fair, really.
Yeah, but Die is a EU master, so it was fair.
Oh, I didn't know that.
all right, I have to go eat dinner, so I'll be back a bit later.
But about the whole race thing, yeah, I do agree. Like, the game's actually very balanced. It's just the way you play it. The way the game's played is different for everyone.
It's passion. Good luck.
Good luck, good luck. Yeah, I
Oh
definitely
yeah,
think
yes, we will definitely put up production
I
test.
definitely think if you put your
Definitely.
homework in, you can be as
You could be
with
as
a
good
lot
or
of
as
work.
bad. It
Like
it depends on how you use the race. Just like it's been said, you could be a good player or you could be a bad player. It doesn't matter if the race is, and people will, doesn't matter anyway. One player will say, the race is Zimba, you're so OP, but this has
Normally,
nothing to do
that's
with the
just
player.
rage. Normally,
well,
that's
I
just
think
rage talking.
I
Yeah.
honestly want to say this is that I think one reason we're hearing or one reason is just natural for me, and
I rage.
anyone else
I
wants to
rage a
join to
lot.
say that one race is OP, or just to say that this is really strong and stuff, is because I think me and other people
I'll
both
be
don't
right
have
back.
an understanding it as how much actual work all these pro gamers and whatnot have honestly put in. Like, just not having a genuine understanding of that is is really skewing the whole situation from our own perspective. I think that's very important.
That's true. But
And
I mean,
I think
like,
it can spread.
yeah, like if everyone understood the game, I mean, 100%, then everyone would be at the highest possible play of their game.
Yeah, it wouldn't be much of a game.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have the worst of, like, that's the reason there's leagues. You have to have people that are worse than other people. That's just how a competitive game works.
Yeah, like what I love is that I'll think about how like I'm having a really difficult time playing Protoss, but then I'll look at OGS Vines, his NA account, just not his Korean account, not his EU account. I'll look at his NA account, and he is a top 1 GM for 5 seasons
Who?
straight.
Who? Who are we talking?
OGS Vines.
Oh.
And I'm just like, yeah, there's no excuse for me to be complaining about anything.
But that's
We
not why.
have the tools. You just gotta put in the work, and it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna take a lot of time.
Then again, rank 1 GM, that to be honest, GM, your rank, once you make GM, it almost doesn't matter about your rank. Like, his rank doesn't mean much. Okay, yeah, he's rank 1, so he ladders a lot, you know? He
Well,
wins.
that's the thing, is that he's a pro gamer. The only reason he does ladder is to give people who watch streams the
Other
show.
people, yeah, they give them the to learn or just have fun watching him. I mean, I think it's pretty fun just to watch how good he is, just
Oh,
play.
it's excellent. Yeah, it's extremely educational. It's awesome, dude. It's really the only peak a lot of people have into understanding what it means to play as just a legit baller. But
Yeah, I
like,
mean, you can't really say anything's OP. Like, usually if you're saying something's OP, it's because you got outplayed.
Yeah, basically.
yeah, right on.
Like, I mean, everybody's like, oh, Marine's so OP. Okay, charge a lot. GG.
Well, I think when people said that, they saw like some pro gamer in some big tournament use Marines extremely well, and like as extremely well as is humanly as possible in that specific time and date. And
Like, I
so
mean,
I think they're saying it more as like a
yeah,
something.
but I mean, okay, well then technically blowing up your own base is OP. I mean, that's, uh, I mean, if it wins games, I mean, you can't just say something's OP from one person's standpoint. Like, yeah, okay, I do have to say that Hellions are ridiculous. They need to cost 25 gas. That I do need to say gets put in the game. But then again, that would kind of counteract a lot of builds, so maybe
Yeah.
not.
No, you can't do that because Hellion's the only thing that Terran has right now to do any harass. And if you put 25 gas into Hellions, I'm sorry, Terran wouldn't be able to afford either Marauders and tanks and all the there's too many gas units that Terran Terran is a very gas heavy race. Along with Zerg. Zerg is very gas heavy
Their
too.
tier 2 is very gas heavy. Their tier 1 is
like
not
like
heavy at all.
medevacs, Marauders, siege tanks, battle cruisers,
Yeah, once you get
Ravens,
tier 3,
Ravens, Banshees. Okay, these are all gas heavy units. Can you imagine putting Hellions in with that? There's like Terran would be screwed in the early game versus Zerg. Screwed. I mean, because Hellions is the only thing they have for harassment. And even now, it's even so hard with that Queen upgrade. It's almost impossible to do Hellions now. Now you have to do something totally different. Now the metagame is changing again.
it's amazing how if you give a unit that doesn't even get like maybe 5, 6, 7, maybe at the most 8 made in the game, then if you give it +2 range, it changes the game so much.
Are you?
Yeah,
we're talking
it
about
does.
queens or
Like
hellions?
now that the Queen has got this huge
We're talking
upgrade.
about queens, aren't we?
Look. Queens have this upgrade now. Hellions are now useless. Hellions
We're
are
not
like
saying we're
all
not
that
saying
Hellions can
Hellions.
do now is
We're
deny
Hellions aren't
creep.
We're saying
useless.
if they did.
Hellions can only
I
deny
do want to
creep.
introduce
That's about it.
Prime Evil. He's hanging on Tron Wolf's
Hi,
stream.
Prime
and,
Evil.
And I also
Welcome.
just invited him to the Chatmosphere. I did want to let you guys know that he's here and there's not some random omniscient voice telling you to brush your teeth at night, every night, etc.
No, but I'm saying there's no way that Terran could afford to even build a Hellion if it started costing gas. It just wouldn't
Yeah,
make
it should
sense.
definitely not cost gas. And with the Queen range update, pretty
Yeah, they
much
kind of
all
count.
Hellions, what Hellions are used for is more controlling creep spread.
Yeah, that's all they
and-
can be used for now.
Yeah,
Basically.
and killing off Zerglings. It's more of like a really early game defense and not having to build a bunch of Marines, which they
Yeah,
don't
dude,
need.
I love Mangina. I'll throw that in there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I guess in some valid numbers, the Hellions could still be useful, but
Yeah,
God,
like
especially when you have that many Hellions.
Yeah.
Jesus.
with the delay I'm watching right now, like you can't really do much unless you have roaches. Like roaches are an easy counter to Hellions. Like one roach could probably take on 3 or 4 Hellions ish, depending on where he is. If it's on creep,
What?
it's just really
Dude, I want to help you.
really iffy. Like if you're going to go mass Hellions, it's not smart against Zerg if
Well,
it's around
Passion-
10 minutes.
Passion's like maybe I think he's like gold, and Vapor Wolf is masters. So
Yeah.
that
No, that's already imbalanced as
it's
it is.
not even fair.
No,
But
dude, Mangina rules,
about the
dude.
muta speed
Joke.
right here, these guys are talking about in chat about mutas.
What chat are we looking at? I want to.
Mine chat.
Rose chat.
Okay, I'm about to go there sexually.
But about the how mutas are so fast they can do so much damage at once. Really, the only way to counter a muta is if you scout like you have to be able to scout very well.
Yeah,
Like
Muta's
when I'm
very
playing
good.
versus Zerg, I put like 3 obs all in their. Like I put an ob at their main, natural, and I put one on their army. So and usually they drop it in their main. So if I see a spire go down, I'm like, okay, I need cannons, right? I need high templars. I need link. I need stuff like that. I don't. And then
the
by that,
anti-air like Phoenix, like
and then when they bring those
What are you up to,
mutas,
Chiron? What are you doing, man? Oh,
Dan,
he's playing
I can-
ladder right now.
I can just be like,
Or
oh,
he's watching people.
you can't.
Yeah,
use
we're doing
mutas.
peep mode, man.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we're playing peep mode. But I mean, mutas can be completely denied. You just have to have the scouting information that lets you know that they're coming. Because yeah, if you don't see them coming, you're you could bye probes. They're gone. They're not going to be there very much longer.
and
That's for sure.
especially- They're very
See,
fragile
I
in
can
PvP.
kind of throw this Terran's play into action here. Truro, go to his base real quick.
Yeah, I've seen.
And like once he saw that spire,
Yeah.
he threw
Yeah.
down like there's missile turrets everywhere. He got Vikings, missile turrets, and everything like that he could possibly counter these with. I mean, yeah, he went mass. He's going mech.
But
because
but Vikings suck against me.
yeah, Vikings suck against mutas. He should have got a few Marines.
I would have got Thors. They're more viable.
He has the tech.
He
for
should have touched my butt.